Hi, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Lotteries, Career, Business, Casino, Financial Speculation. And this is for you coming from Pisces. And it's for the month of April 2019. Now, firstly, I'm going to use my Kabbalistic tarot cards. And I'm going to talk to you for your first 15 days of April. And talk to you about your job, you coming from Pisces. And it's not... Oh, it is a very good card. Sorry, it's a very good card. And you coming from Pisces in the first 15 days where your job is concerned, the imagination and the creativity that you have is going to pay dividends. Try not to show temper, don't be arrogant, and everything will go your way. So the first 15 days can pay dividends. Try to be negotiable, try to be friendly with your workmates and your bosses. Now I'll pull the next card to talk to you about business possibilities in the first 15 days. For you coming from Pisces. Now this is not a very good card. You can see the signs of Jupiter and also some zodiac signs, and this signs combination of that say that you should not be dominating or want control in the business areas. You have to be very flexible, otherwise there can be a lot of opposition and provocation caused in business in the first 15 days, so it spells of trouble. So don't want to go looking for new businesses. Just try to make your business that you have in hand as much as you can, and let the 15 days pass, the first 15 days. Now we will move to the last 15 days, and let's see what the card says. Ooh, what a magnificent card. It's the card of judgment. And your judgment is going to be magnificent in the last 15 days of April. So the card says where your business is concerned, you're going to be extremely lucky, and you're going to find support and expansion, and whether it's new partnerships, new contracts, new businesses, you're going to do extremely, extremely well. So that's good news for you as well. Now we are going to talk about your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S, for you coming from Pisces. And let me pull a tarot card for you. Well, it's a card of Mars, and it's a card of Venus, and there's a sign of Sagittarius. So I'm going to say that the 7th, the 16th, and the 25th are going to be very lucky days for you where financial speculation is concerned. The casino, or buying lotteries, or horse racing. And even to apply this to your job and your business, you're going to be on the 7th, 16th or 25th, attract very, very good news. So bookmark this fascinating 7th, 16th and 25th for yourself for the month of April. Something good is happening. Now I will talk to you about lucky directions. Why directions? Because 9 planets are surrounding Earth. And when we look north, south, east or west, we are going to face a planet or another. Most horoscopes, some have 4 planets against them, some have 5 planets against them. So we have to be very careful which direction we are focusing on. So for you coming from Pisces, the direction I'm going to use, it's a Mercury card and a Venus card. So I'm going to choose northwest. Northwest is going to be a very good direction to inspire you to win lotteries or choose your casino numbers or your horse racing, or to help you in your job or in business. So try to be inspired facing northwest, and you will see that plenty of goodness comes for you. Now about your lottery favored numbers. So let's see. Now what I've done is I have used Kabbalistic astrology, and I've tracked the 9 planets in the month of April and their movements. I've divided the 9 planets into 2 groups. So in the first group, which is of 5 planets, I've done my homework, and according to my notes, the numbers I got from there, you see every planet controls a number. So I translate which planet movement to the numbers. And according to my notes, the number 3, 12, 21, 30, 39, 48, or 57, or even 66, depends on what lottery you play, are going to be very important. This is the news from the first group of 5 planets. Then I move to the second group of 4 planets. And from there, I've got these numbers. The number 2, 11, 20, 29, 38, 47, 56, or 65. The third set of numbers which I'm going to give you is, I'm going to use Kabbalistic tarot cards. And let's see what they say. Alright. It's a very interesting card. The sign of Sagittarius, the sign of Mars, and there's also the sign of Jupiter. So for you coming from Pisces, I'm going to choose these following numbers. Let me decide. Well, I'll go for these numbers. The number 6, 15, 24, 33, 42, 51, or 60. So these numbers are going to be very powerful, shown by your tarot. Now, what do you do? Well, if you've been to see me for a 90-minute session, which would have cost you USD 50, I would have said go to a stationery shop and buy A4 size papers of your best colors. If you haven't been to see me, just go and get some white paper. Bring it home, have a scissors, and cut them into roughly 2" by 2" strips. Because I'm going to ask you to write one number of these sets of numbers, just one number on each of these 2" by 2" strip, and you will fold it up and put it on the table. So you may start with the number 3 on this 2" by 2" and fold it up and put it on the table. Then you might move to the number 12, and then you'll fold it up, put it on the table. And you will do this for all these 3 sets of numbers, and that's only for the month of April, by the way. And when you've done that, now I would have given you your lucky colors, your lucky days. So I will say that you have to wait for your lucky days before you do this act of supernaturalness. If you haven't been to see me, then choose any day of convenience. And then I would have said you have to face your best direction, because around the compass are your best planets. And face your best planet to do this lottery and this act of supernaturalness. And if you haven't been to see me, choose any direction of convenience. And so then now I would have also to tell you that you have to be ready. How? Your fingerprints and your thumbprints, they don't belong to you. They belong to your soul. And they are the identity of your soul, the code of your soul. So if you have been to see me, I would have asked you to do this, or do this, or do this, or do this. Why? Because each finger you have belongs to a different planet. So some fingers have 2 planets controlling them. So if you have been to see me for a 90-minute session, I would have told you which finger to use, because I would have chosen the energy of your best planets. In the meantime, just do whatever you want and just leave it to fate. So when you do that, you are now opening channels and doors and communicating with your soul. Yes, you will feel it. So do that for 30 seconds or 1 minute or 2 or 3 minutes, up to you. Some people ask me, can I even say a prayer while I'm doing this? Go right ahead. And when you are ready, reach out in this pile of papers, get one piece of paper, open it, and you'll see a number you wrote and write it down. And then fold this paper back and put it there. And if you need 6 numbers, you'll have to do this exercise of 6 times. If you need 5 numbers, you'll do it 5 times. And so that's how you reach into the supernaturalness of you. That's how you communicate to your souls. When we die, our fingerprints and thumbprints slip away, and the soul slips away to the next person born or to whatever timetable they have. So that's how it works. So this 90-minute session, which I charge USD 50 to know your next 7, 8 or 9 years, based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I will talk to you about many things: your family, your romance, your marriage, your health, and of course your job, business, and your speculation. I'll look at your palms to see if you have the marks of the hidden luck, which we are calling lotteries. And I'll give you a lot of information as well, your personal lucky lottery numbers based on your date of birth, time of birth, and looking at your palms. And I'll give you plenty of information, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, your lucky days, a lot of information, so that you can get your next 7, 8 or 9 years perfectly under your control. Well, my email address is andyhoro9, ANDIHORO, 9, the number 9, @gmail.com. Shoot me an email and I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Until then, thank you and goodbye.